This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Granite Hills sophomore Brendan Rodriguez pitches a complete game three-hitter against Silverado for the Cougars' first Desert Sky League victory of the season.
Brendan, first of all, what did you like best about the way you and the Cougars performed today?
The thing I liked best today was mostly our defense. Our defense picked it up today. Our defense been a little down lately, and we picked it up today. Same with the bats. We haven't been swinging very well lately, so the bats picked it up and eventually got the W today.
Brendan Rodriguez leads the core of Cougars underclassmen with big games in the Triumph. The 6'1" sophomore strikes out 6 and does not allow an earned run. This DSL contest pits two of the outstanding underclassmen pitchers in the circuit. Silverado's Eric Neverett, very effective at the outset, striking out 2 Cougars in the first inning. Eric Neverett is a 5'10" junior. By day's end, the Hawks' workhorse will have 54 strikeouts in his 45 innings of work. He leads Coach E. Garcia's pitching staff in innings worked. The Hawks get some fine defensive play from sophomore catcher Joshua Castillo. He holds the base runner close, nearly picking him off here, then throws out the Cougar, attempting to steal second on the called third strike to execute a Silverado double play. Josh Castillo wearing the Yogi Berra catcher's number 8. As for the day of the underclassmen, a pair of underclassmen account for the first Granite Hills run. Bottom of the second, Aiden Yeager singles to center, driving in Jake Taylor to put the Cougars on the scoreboard. Jake Taylor, Granite Hills freshman, Aiden Yeager, a sophomore. The second Granite Hills run comes in the third on Shane McGrath's double that scores Mike Gutierrez from third. Mike Gutierrez, one of 5 seniors on the Cougars' 15-man roster. Shane McGrath, one of 4 freshmen on Cougars varsity. With 1 out and Shane McGrath now at third, Brendan Rodriguez steals second, and Connor Abadi comes through with the sacrifice fly deep enough to center to enable Shane McGrath to cross the plate standing up. Connor Abadi, another of the Cougar freshmen. 3-0 Granite Hills after 3. Silverado's run comes in the fourth, and it is of the unearned variety. With Noah Garcia on third, Matt Felix slaps the infield grounder that is misplayed, enabling Noah Garcia to score. The Hawks cut Granite Hills' lead to 2 runs. It is 3-1. Brendan Rodriguez cruises the rest of the way. No more Silverado base runners advance into scoring position. Brendan Rodriguez sets the Hawks hitters down with his breaking pitch and benefits from the improved defensive play of his Cougars teammates. Freshman first baseman Connor Abadi, 3-1, the putout here. Connor Abadi spears the line drive to end the Hawks' half of the 5th. Brendan Rodriguez, 6th K on the day, brings his team in to hit, ending Silverado's half of the 6th. Center fielder Mike Gutierrez corrals the fly ball for the final out of the game. Cougars' first-year coach Clayton Simmons has his first Desert Sky League victory under his belt. The final score, Granite Hills Cougars 3, Silverado Hawks 1.
Tell me about your plan of attack. Is there one thing you were working on most today?
I was working mostly on changing up my pitches and going with the off speed most of the time, mixing it up a lot.
Yeah. Second and third time through the Hawks lineup, did you adjust, did you change, or did you keep the original plan of attack?
Well, after the first time, changed the plan of attack. We did more off speeds in second and third time through the lineup. Fastball, I wasn't locating very well with the fastball today, so had to go with the off speeds more.
Congratulations on the Cougars' first league victory this year. Good luck, keep it going. Thanks, Brendan.
Thank you.
Down Home Grill invites Brendan Rodriguez to come in and enjoy a free meal on us. Down Home Grill is now serving daily specials, Mediterranean Mondays, organic chicken and charbroiled steak skewers, chicken and beef and lamb gyros, Down Home Chicken Fry Tuesday nights, this Good Friday and every Friday, wild-caught cod, halibut, and salmon. In addition to mouth-watering burgers from organic grass-fed beef, breakfasts from organic eggs, hearty and nutritious spinach wraps, Down Home Grill on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Drive in Victorville. Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Drive. Bid fast and last, world-class auctioneers, family-owned and operated liquidation experts. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville, providing highest quality home appliances at discount prices for 6 decades. Valu Quality Truck Body, family-owned and operated since 1954. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Desert High Transportation, reliable and dependable non-emergency transportation for ambulatory and wheelchair passengers. High Desert Sports Training, providing proven training concepts. Call to schedule a free evaluation. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting High Desert teams, athletes, and sports programs. The Oak Hills Bulldogs beat Sultana 4-0 and climb back into a tie for first place in the Mojave River League race. Matt Kelly is at his best, throwing a 4-hit shutout in the pressure-packed must-win battle if the defending MRL champs hope to repeat. The 5'9", 190-pound senior strikes out 6 in throwing but 71 pitches in his complete game masterpiece.
Matt, did you feel some pressure out there today?
Coming into this game, I had a lot of pressure riding on my back, and I knew I had to execute my pitches and do what I could to keep us in it.
The Bulldogs score 1 run in the second on the Cole Baez RBI, then add 2 more in the 5th to open up a 3-run lead, at which point Matt Kelly was confident he could put the game away.
Anything about this game that made you feel like, well, here at this point, I know that we're going to take this thing home?
It was probably the 5th inning when we took the couple-run lead, and I knew that if I kept pitching the way I was and my defense had my back, we would win.
Joe Delatorre beats out the infield hit, leading off the Oak Hills half of the second, first of 3 hits on the day for the Bulldogs' third baseman, whose .449 batting average is tops on his team and, in fact, the second highest in the MRL. The Bulldogs go on to load the bases with 1 out. Sultana's sophomore battery, catcher Dominic Ariano, and Finn Wall to the mound to plot the strategy. Cole Baez reaches down and slaps the pitch back up the middle. Joe Delatorre scoring the first run of the game. Cole Baez, junior outfielder, with his 4th run driven in on the season, and by far most important, he's a .312 hitter on the year. Every time the Sultans threaten, Matt Kelly and the Bulldogs defense turn the home team teal away. Jimmy Hernandez, the solid base hit to lead off the 3rd. The sophomore first baseman had knocked in the winning run when Sultana beat the Bulldogs in their first MRL matchup. Jimmy Hernandez collects 2 of the 4 base hits off Matt Kelly this day. The Oak Hills defense snuffs out any hint of a rally. The line drive to shortstop Julian Macias, doubling up the Sultana base runner in the 3rd. Matt Finn certainly pitches well enough to win. The 6'1" sophomore relinquishes 7 hits over his 5 innings of work. He enters this game with a 5-1 record, those wins including a 2-1 3-hitter against the Bulldogs 1 month earlier. He takes this one himself. 34 is another of the Sultana sophomore starters, third baseman Josh Serrano. Finn Wall does not walk a hitter this game. Only one of Oak Hill's 4 runs is an earned run. Season stats for Finn Wall by day's end: 41 strikeouts in 33 innings of work. His earned run average lowered to 252. The visitors threaten in the fourth: Joe Delatorre on second, Jacob Rangel on first. Jacob Rangel, the other Bulldog, with a multiple hit game this day. Finn Wall gets the second out on a full count strikeout, and the Bulldogs base runners will go on to be stranded. Oak Hills will not let the scoring opportunity go without run production in the fifth. The Sultans mount a threat in their half of the fourth, Finn Wall reaching base when nicked by a pitch. Jimmy Hernandez follows, reaching base on the lone Oak Hills error of the game, Finn Wall to second. Matt Kelly squelches this threat himself, the strikeout on the breaking pitch, and we go to the fifth. It is still a 1-0 ball game. The visitors add the all-important insurance runs, 1 out, 1 on. Jonathan Trujillo, the runner on first. Julian Macias pulls the pitch down the line, and we let the junior shortstop describe what happens.
As soon as he got past the third baseman, they kept waving me. Went around second. I went around third. Coach started waving more. I was like, I'm just gonna go. So I slid in, dove the tag, touched the base. It was exciting. It was great. It was exciting.
Statistically, a single followed by a pair of Sultan throwing errors. In the enthusiastic exhilaration category, all the excitement of an inside-the-park home run and more than enough run support for Matt Kelly. The Bulldogs now lead 3-0 in the fifth.
I knew that Kelly was on the mound, and there wasn't going to be a lot of runs scored, so we needed a lot of run support for him, and that's what I was trying to do.
The Bulldogs add one more in the sixth. Joe Delatorre, his third base hit of the game, his base hits alone impacting the outcome of the contest. And Joe Delatorre is an impact player, literally, on the suicide squeeze off the bat of Sebastian Gutierrez. The throw to the plate beats Joe Delatorre, but his hard slide dislodges the ball, and the Bulldogs have their fourth and final run of the game. Credit the run driven in to Sebastian Gutierrez, the first of the season for the Oak Hills sophomore. If the Sultana delegation was beginning to think calls were not going their way, those concerns are added to on this play. Matt Flynn, the runner on first. Catcher Brandon Bullock blocks the pitch in the dirt and throws to Julian Macias covering second. Matt Flynn called out on a very close play. Matt Flynn, a junior, Sultana's leading base stealer on the year with 13. Matt Kelly stuck with his plan of attack from start to finish.
No adjustments. I was just coming at him, and hopefully they got themselves out, or I got them out.
You guys feel the pressure today of this was almost like a win or lose situation for the championship?
No, not at all. We stayed within ourselves. We knew we could do it, and that's what we did. We came out here, showed them what we could do.
Video Sports Action Highlights brought to you by Hdsr Sports Training, where athletes of all ages improve speed, quickness, endurance, and strength on state-of-the-art equipment. The area's only high-performance TreadX 3030 treadmill and hip machine. Personal trainers utilize muscle memory and speed of contraction drills that develop a quicker, stronger, and faster athlete through proven training concepts. 2 indoor batting cages. Top hitting instructors and coaches available for private lessons. Call 760-948-3333 for a free evaluation. Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Drive. Bid fast and last. World-class auctioneers, family-owned and operated liquidation experts. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville, providing highest quality home appliances at discount prices for 6 decades. Valu Quality Truck Body, family owned and operated since 1954. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Desert High Transportation, reliable and dependable non-emergency transportation for ambulatory and wheelchair passengers. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting high desert teams, athletes, and sports programs. Apple Valley High School senior Itzel Gonzalez has been crowned California's Miss Amazing Teen Queen 2019. This pageant is the largest in the nation, dedicated to celebrating and empowering girls and women with disabilities. We met Itzel Gonzalez when she was competing in Skills USA baking competition.
Hi, my name is Itzel Gonzalez. I compete in Skills USA.
Itzel Gonzalez is among the 55 Apple Valley High School students advancing to state in Skills USA competition. She is in the Action Skills category. In her leadership presentation, Itzel Gonzalez tells she has Down syndrome.
I have Down syndrome. I work in really hard.
She has a part-time
Now,
job.
I work at a restaurant. I work Mama Capino.
And reveals her future plans to attend college and eventually
every time I
open
go,
her own bakery.
I want to go to college, open my own bakery.
Competing in Skills USA is just one ingredient in this outstanding student's recipe for preparing for her future.
I work really hard.
Congratulations to California Miss Amazing Teen Queen Itzel Gonzalez, and best of luck in the national pageant in Chicago in August. This week's Hdsr Sports Report, Video Sports Flashback, takes us back to the 2017 Silverado Lady Hawks softball team, winning their fourth consecutive Desert Sky League championship, featuring highlights from their regular season finale victory over the Lady Cougars at Granite Hills High School. The Silverado Lady Hawks have clinched their fourth consecutive Desert Sky League championship, bringing 10 straight DSL wins into Granite Hills in this last week of regular season play. Lady Hawks senior shortstop, co-captain, and leadoff hitter Michaela Alvarez is the first hitter of the game. Michaela Alvarez hits the two-strike pitch into the 15-mile-per-hour wind and out of the park. Before the pregame dust has settled, Silverado is on top, 1-0. Michaela Alvarez will play next at Division I Bingham University in New York on a full ride. Fellow four-year starter and co-captain Raquel Dominguez goes with the pitch and slaps it hard through the right side of the infield. Raquel Dominguez has a full ride to Oklahoma State, where she committed to her sophomore season. The Lady Hawks go on to load the bases in the first before Ariana Ramirez gets the strikeout on the high fastball to end the inning. The Granite Hills ace is a 10-game winner, entering this game with a 1.74 ERA and 81 strikeouts in 96 innings. Ariana Ramirez strikes out 9 more this day. The Lady Cougars get a runner on to start their first, Coach Shane Cardenas with instructions to sophomore Jamie Rose Mancha. Granite Hills fails to get the bunt down to advance the runner. Lady Hawks junior Ashley Blanco gets her first strikeout for the first out. The hard ground ball off the bat of Ariana Ramirez is right to Michaela Alvarez, who gets the force at second for the second out. The fly ball to center fielder Raquel Dominguez retires the side, stranding the base runner at first. End of 1-0 Silverado. Raquel Dominguez has played outfield and shortstop her senior year. She is reigning All-DSL catcher. Oklahoma State likes the defensive versatility of the Lady Hawks superstar. The Lady Hawks have a runner on first, 1 out in the second. The pop-up drops out of the reach of the diving second baseman, but right fielder Jamie Rose Mancha rifles the throw to second to force the runner. Layla Chavez drives this one over the head of the right fielder. Michaela Alvarez scores all the way from first. A stand-up double for the freshman catcher, Layla Chavez. A 2-0 lead, Silverado. Raquel Dominguez stays back on the off-speed pitch and smashes the hard shot to second, putting runners on the corners with 2 outs. The Haley Alvarez base hit drops just inside the foul line in right. Raquel Dominguez scores from first, following Leila Chavez across the plate. 4-0 Silverado. The Lady Cougars threaten in their half of the second. Runner on third, 2 outs. The fly ball to right ends the threat. Freshman Levi Luna running it down. After 2, still 4-0. Granite Hills gets on the board with the big fly ball. A home run off the bat of Ariana Ramirez in the bottom of the third. 4th home run of the year for the sophomore, who came in hitting .583. The third inning ends on the line drive to right fielder Levi Luna. With 3 in the books, the Silverado lead is 4-1. The Lady Hawks offense goes back to work. Freshman catcher Leila Chavez leads off the 4th with the base hit to right. Raquel Dominguez follows, again taking the off-speed pitch the other way. The hard single to right sends courtesy runner for the catcher, Anaya Easley, to second. Jacqueline Nunez steps in and slaps the base hit into center and loads the bases. Freshman pinch runner Anaya Easley to third. Freshman Levi Luna's base hit scores Anaya Easley, followed by Raquel Dominguez, and it's 6-1. The Lady Hawks turn the quick double play in the 4th to erase a Lady Cougars leadoff base runner. Ashley Blanco rings up one of her 3 strikeouts on the day to bring the Lady Hawks in to hit in the top of the 5th. End of 4, 6-1 Silverado. Michaela Alvarez just misses hitting a 2nd home run on the day, driving this one off the fence in right center field and settling for an RBI stand-up double. 7-1 Lady Hawks. The Lady Hawks go on to win 10-5. Michaela Alvarez rips her 3rd hit of the afternoon, the 1-out single to right center field. Michaela Alvarez and Raquel Dominguez have helped lead Coach Brian Jensen's Lady Hawks to their 4 consecutive Desert Sky League titles. The senior co-captains are frequent battery mates. Michaela Alvarez, the pitching ace, Raquel Dominguez, her catcher, both bound for Division I schools upon completion of their Silverado careers. Haley Alvarez drives in 2 more with the deep drive to the fence in center field. Raquel Dominguez scoring, following Michaela Alvarez across the plate. The Lady Cougars have added 1 run in the 5th and 2 more in the 6th. These 2 Silverado runs in the 7th put their lead back up to 5. It's 9-4. Jacqueline Nunez drives in run number 10, Valerie Villagomez. Valerie Villagomez, one of 4 seniors on Coach Brian Jensen's squad, co-captain Marlena Rubio, alongside Raquel Dominguez and Michaela Alvarez, the others. Jackie Nunez, the sophomore 3rd baseman. Freshman Alicia Sanchez has come on to pitch the 5th and 6th. Coach Brian Jensen getting as many Lady Hawks playing time, knowing depth will be a key to Silverado making a deep run in the playoffs. The comebacker to Alicia Sanchez by way of the pop-up brings the Lady Hawks into hit in the top of the 7th. Ashley Blanco re-enters to finish the game on the mound, third of her 3 strikeouts on the day, out number 1 in the 7th. Ariana Ramirez prolongs the 7th with her 3rd hit of the day and benefits from some ragged Lady Hawks defense to advance all the way to 3rd. Julian Levano brings Ariana Ramirez home with the hard smash to 3rd, closing out the scoring on the day. The final, Silverado 10, Granite Hills 5. The Lady Hawks are ranked 11th in CIF Division 4, entering the playoffs. High Desert Sports Training, where athletes of all ages, all sports, girls and boys, improve speed, quickness, endurance, and strength on state-of-the-art equipment. The area's only high-performance TreadX 3030 treadmill and hip machine. Coaches utilize muscle memory and speed of contraction drills that develop a quicker, stronger, and faster athlete through proven training concepts. 2 indoor batting cages, 2 baseball and softball pitching machines, ideal for private lessons or entire teams. Enclosed Major League Distance bullpens. Top hitting instructors available for private lessons. Call 760-948-3333 for a free evaluation. High Desert Sports Training in Hesperia, 17485 Catalpa Avenue, Suite B9. Catalpa is just off I. Follow High Desert Sports Training on Facebook and Instagram. High Desert Elite shoots for their first home field win the weekend of Cinco de Mayo. Video Sports speaks to elite leaders as they are coming off their first win, a 2-1 victory at ASLA in Downey.
Oh, it was huge. We've been knocking on the front door several games, as the home team or crowd has seen. We've been really close, but to get that first win was ginormous.
Just brought us up to our first win of the season, and it's just a big impact, just not for me, for the whole team. It motivates us to keep giving our first win to our fans right here at our stadium.
I think we're individually great. All the individuals on our team are fantastic, but finally to get that win, I think it brought us together, and I think the journey has been the greatest part so far.
Start time is 5 o'clock Saturday, May 4th, aiming for a Cinco de Mayo weekend win.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
6 of the 9 remaining games in the High Desert Elite inaugural year's schedule are home games at Adelanto Stadium. The Community Table Restaurant Online Sports Report. Action highlights brought to you by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, where every Thursday it's all-you-can-eat popcorn shrimp for just $9.95. This online sports report presented by Valu Quality Truck Bodies, family owned and operated since 1954. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Valu Quality Truck Bodies, supporting teams, schools, and athletes throughout the Victor Valley. Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Drive. Bid fast and last, world-class auctioneers, family-owned and operated liquidation experts. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville, providing highest quality home appliances at discount prices for 6 decades. Valu Quality Truck Body, family owned and operated since 1954. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Desert High Transportation, reliable and dependable non-emergency transportation for ambulatory and wheelchair passengers. High Desert Sports Training, providing proven training concepts. Call to schedule a free evaluation. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting High Desert teams, athletes, and sports programs. This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events.